Hello everyone, this is Keleena. Here we go, Lionsgate's coming. This has been a very transformative July. I talked about that in my July video. I said it was going to be huge energy shifts and changes, and now we are here beginning August now. August is, again, it's going to be transformative, but not as tough for some of you that it was in July. So if you remember in July, I talked about how I said a lot of people would be choosing to either leave the earth or they would be in some kind of accident or receive an illness that's going to slow them down so that they can start doing their inner work, so that they can start actually taking a look at themselves within and see how 3D they've been living, how you've been living so much in the ego and rather than in the heart, because you know my work is moving people from the false identity ego back to the sacred heart. It's the same work that Yeshaya as well is doing, my sacred partner, and we both are here for this. It's what we came for, and we've known this for a long time. We've found each other. And for those of you that haven't seen it, there is a video of the two of us that we did a live video a couple weeks ago when I was in the Netherlands. We did a video together. So you can go over there and check that out. It's fantastic. It's powerful. He has a beautiful voice, and he's a light language activator like I am as well. So you can go check that one out. So this is actually from April. I haven't used the whiteboard since April. But one thing I noticed when I pulled it out this morning, because my guides were like, you need to use the whiteboard, and I was like, okay. So I pulled it out. This August is, again, about the diamond light codes. It's about the diamond light frequency and the sacred heart. And I've talked about this many times. I've talked about our diamond sacred heart, the diamond light sacred heart. And this is what is happening. This year has been all about this diamond light. Also, I want to point out point of view. That was back in April. This applies again, and it's going to continue to apply. Point of view, please allow yourself to see somebody else's point of view on things, because not everybody has the same ideas about things or the same knowledge about things, as long as they're coming from your heart, okay? If it's a point of view, it's all about ego, like I'm always right, I'm in control, I'm demanding, I'm dominant. That's not the point of view we want to be sharing, and that's not, that doesn't resonate with your field, then those are the people that you disengage from and walk away. You can try and teach people or, engage with those people for a long time, but when you're in that higher love energy, it doesn't work. You feel that it almost feels like an attack on you when somebody is very dominating and like that, and you just want to step back. And those are the people that a lot of people are falling away from. And that's okay. That's what happens in the ascension process. Also, you're continuing. This was a very sensitive month of July. So this was from April, but July was very sensitive for a lot of people. It still is. There's a lot of clearing and transitioning going on with with the full moon, with the new moons. We have a new moon coming up the 31st. So today is not the 31st yet as I'm recording this, but I'm seeing big changes with this new moon, and I received messages this morning. I'm going to actually read what I typed it on my phone as I was coming through. My higher self was guiding me for some things. So also Aphrodite Venus, which is the same Aphrodite and Venus, the representation of that planet. August again. That love is coming in again, and that love, Venus is going to stir some more stuff up, trying to get people to move into seeing what they truly want in their life, in the love, in the heart, and making sure you follow your heart. You know me, for all my clients and people who have been following me for the last 4 years, 5 years, I always say follow your heart. Always. I even have a video out there. It's 11 minutes and I think 11 seconds. I did it back in March. It's called How to Follow Your Heart. Watch that if you haven't watched it. It teaches you how our heart is actually a tool for us to receive the answers And it's very informative. You can teach it to your children as well. It's something they will take through the rest of their life and use it, because our heart truly is a tool. Our heart holds all of the knowledge, all that we need to connect with is always through the heart, the sacred heart. It's so important. And I was just, my guide team, the angelics and all the beings I work with, have just told me slow down a little bit, because there are some of you that don't speak English, and I know you've said to me, sometimes I have to stop your video, go back and translate it and come back. So I apologize when I talk too fast. It just flows through me because higher self takes over, and I've just had that reminder of slow down. So I also want to try and keep the video as short as possible, but you know me, it'll just keep going. Focusing intentions, creating in freedom. I talked about this in April. This is happening right now because the freedom codes are activated on this earth. They are in the grids. They are in the crystalline grid. They are in the ley lines. It is up to you to accept the freedom codes and allow the changes within to happen, and create that which you want to see in your life. You're the creator, okay? You create your own universe, you create your own world, you create everything that's happening in your life by the decisions that you make. So every decision you make, for everything that you do, everything that you say, everything you try to be, has ultimately been your choice. So what is in front of you when you look in the mirror is what you created. And when you actually think about that, you finally get it. You're like, wow, okay, I don't like this about myself, or I love this about myself. You're the one who can make the change, okay? You're the one with your focused intentions can make the changes within you that are going to help not only you, but the people around you, okay? Letting go of control, again, that was in April. This still applies. What's been happening in July was a lot about letting go of control. Okay, Spirit shows you, especially for those of you that have had accidents or have become ill, that, you know, if you're always trying to control things or control the outcome of things, Spirit's going to come in, because you actually have your own divine plan. Okay, we plan everything before we come. Your plan kicks in if you have not taken the time to focus inward and change the things about you that need to be changed for this ascension process. And again, ascension is moving back to the sacred heart, okay, living in love, living from love. Everything you should do, everything you say, everything that you speak should always be from the heart and always be in love. And everything that you see, you're going to see love in it. Find the love in all the people. Find the love on this earth. Mother Earth has planted love everywhere. People just don't see the signs. And it's a good remembrance when you take the time to actually look around and look at the beauty that Mother Earth has given us. You'll see a heart somewhere and you'll be like, wow, okay, I need to move back on my heart. Okay, really, really important. I'm going to actually erase this. This was all about the diamond light that I kept seeing in my visions. And I was saying, like, they were all spaced, and then inside of it they had little, like, spring flowers. So that was back in April when it was spring. And I don't have my eraser, so okay, you're gonna have to bear with me a minute, and I need to get my eraser, wherever that is, or maybe just a paper towel. Ta-da! So, I'm going to actually bring some stuff up here about August. I'm going to talk while I'm erasing this. I kept this up because I wanted you to see how a lot of this stuff is continuing. But for August, we have Lionsgate coming, and Lionsgate is very powerful. And I said back in April and May that those time periods were gearing us up towards the Lionsgate. I said that many times, and through those time periods, a lot of you were going through transformation. It's all good. It's moving you back to your hearts, which is where you need to be, which is where everyone needs to be. I wonder if I should keep that up there, because that's what this is all about anyway. So what I'm seeing for August, okay, is more people coming out of the closet, more people stepping into who they truly are, and not being afraid, not fearing what others will think of you. Like Yeshai and I, for instance, like I speak all the light languages, and I have for a while, and he sings beautifully with his mantras. If you haven't seen those, go on my Instagram or Facebook. I posted him on there from when we were in Glastonbury, and his voice has got that vibration, that frequency, that sound healing. We both do sound healing with our voices, and we've done it in many lives. And for those of you that don't believe in past lives, it's okay. One day you may switch and believe in it, but it comes back in you because you embody that which you have been before, and the highest and purest source love light comes through you again. So check those out. So he was like, I recorded him, and I told him even before I met him in person, I said, I know I have to record you. And he was like, what? And he's like, okay. And I did it. And then I put it out there. And he was like, you just threw me out there. And I'm like, Spirit told me he needs to be out there. So I put him out there. His voice is beautiful. He is angelic. He is a beautiful being. People have mistaken him. And the same thing that I've received from people as well. And some of you will when you start coming out of the closet, when you start stepping out and showing people who you really are and why you're here. We came to do these things to help with the ascension process. There are those of us like myself as a way shower, a teacher, an activator, a multidimensional quantum energy healer. Yeshaya does the same stuff. And it's why we came. We came to do these things to help people move forward in their process on this earth, to move out of the created ego. So there's those of you that have been ready to be healers, but you've been hiding it. You're not, you're still stuck in that between the ego and the heart. You're jumping back and forth. What are people going to think of me? Let that stuff go. It doesn't matter what people think of you. What people think of you is not your business. Let it go, okay? You must be true to yourself. You must be in your heart, and you must be who you are, okay? And don't allow others to place their perceptions on you, okay? You need to stay in your own reality of who you are and why you're here. So coming out of the closet is going to be continuing to be big this month for those of you. I said in July, I said those of you that have been ready and studying to be healers, get ready. This time is coming. You're going to be needed. And now it's coming, okay? We need you out there, because also I feel with Lionsgate, there's going to be, Lionsgate is always about the heart, definitely about the heart with Leo, the lion and stuff, heart activation, but also the pineal. And what I see is a lot of, I said this in July, I said I see the more people that are in 3D living from the false created ego, or the false identity ego, waking up, okay? So this is going to be big. So those of you that have been hiding still from your true self and not showing who you truly are, and or have been afraid of it, or for whatever reason you have stepped back from it, it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to get out there, okay? You're going to be needed. I know there's like, people are saying, oh, there's healers everywhere. I'm not going to be a healer. Well, you know what? There's 8.5 billion people on this planet, okay? And if we have 150,000 healers, that's not enough. It's really not enough. You just see healers because you're in the spiritual community, so you're seeing them. Get yourself out there. We need to spread out. We need to reach the people. It's really, really important, okay? Don't be afraid. The freedom, I'm also seeing that the freedom that is, I've talked about this since maybe last summer or even before last summer. I said freedom was coming. I wrote about it. I talked about it. That was not giving a specific date because Spirit never gives dates, but they kept showing me freedom is coming, freedom is coming. For me, I went through some stuff with my shoulders for my own freedom. One of the things that I do, I'm not going to explain it on here, but I did something in Hawaii that helped with the activation of freedom codes when I was there. I actually removed a template there, or not a template, but it's like it looks like a computer chip. I won't explain anymore, but those that understand what I do, you'll understand. So that was the final one that has to do with the freedom, so that those freedom codes can come. And this was back in June I did that. And then I knew that that activation was going towards the United States in both ways, up to Sedona and Shasta. Because the work I've been doing is in Sedona, and now I'm heading in Sedona, then Hawaii, and I'm heading up to Shasta for Lionsgate, where I'll be holding an event there with Yeshaya. So the freedom codes are out there. It's up to you to call them in and activate them within yourself, and you can take them just by being out on Mother Earth, asking, I now activate the freedom codes within me, and you'll receive the download, the DNA download that you're going to need. I know there's a lot of you on there that don't understand what I'm talking about because you may be new to this, but you can go back and listen to any of my videos. They will always apply, even though they have dates and stuff from when I was doing stuff. The information in there is always applicable because everybody is in a different space on their ascension process. Also, August is going to be about balancing, really balancing. A lot of you are working on balancing, moving into the new spiritual work, and balancing that the change in the career stuff and the home life. How am I going to do this? How am I going to move into this work? How am I going to make money? Stop asking how and just allow, because when we are always wanting to know how things are going to happen, we actually create a stagnant circle. Okay, you always want to know how, so you're seeking, instead of just being in the heart and allowing things to happen. Because remember, you've already planned it. When you allow things to happen, they begin to happen. If you're always questioning, how is this going to work? Where is it going to happen? Where am I supposed to go? We just kind of get stuck in the ego questions again. So allow things, let things go, and just see what happens. That's what well, I won't say the manifestation of Yeshaya, who's also known as William, but I've been drawing him intuitively and painting him since 2014, and then 2017 I did a painting. And then in May he friended me on Facebook, and after a few days we had been talking, I went and looked at his pictures on Facebook, and I saw a picture of him, and I was like, oh my God, he's my painting, he's my drawing. And so I put his picture next to it, and I almost had a heart attack. So when we allow things to happen rather than seeking or having to know how, or if someone's going to show up in our life, or something's going to happen, or if a job's going to change, or if there's going to be money, when we're constantly needing to know how, we actually remain in a circle. So this circle, the stagnant circle, doesn't move and engage into the next one. It's like gears. It's how they show me in the visions. It will not engage into the next gear to go to the next level up if we're constantly seeking the hows, the whys, all that kind of stuff. So let that stuff go, because that's part of the ego, and just allow things to happen, because remember, you've already got things planned, okay? So I want to read the notes from this morning from my meditation. I typed them up on my phone, and I'm going to read it. This is an update. So those of you that follow me on Instagram or Facebook will have seen that I already wrote about Lionsgate a while ago, about this being about the primary. I'll read that one again first, because I want you to understand this. I talk about this Lionsgate is about the primordial reconditioning of the heart center, a time of reconnecting thy heart to the innate. Now, I'm going to explain that. The primordial heart is the mother, is the goddess, it's the divine feminine energy. And that's the energy that I've been working with. I've always been working with the goddess energy, the divine feminine. It's what I came here and represented in this lifetime. A lot of you see me as divine mother energy. I get messages all the time from people going, you come to me in meditation, Keleena, you come to me in my dreams. You're always like the divine mother energy. So people are like, you're Isis, you're Sophia, you're this, you're that. I'm just divine feminine here doing the work that I'm supposed to be doing. You can see me as you will, and as you will. I want to say, as you create me to be for you. So the primordial reconditioning of the heart, that's the reconnection to the divine feminine energy, the divine mother energy from creation. And remember, it is not, God is not a man. There's God, goddess. It is source. It is source creator energy. It is only energy. That's all it is. It's not an actual being. So the primordial heart is the mother, because remember, the heart is the divine feminine, the mind is the masculine. So we are reconnecting with this Lionsgate to that divine feminine energy, because remember, it's been shut down for thousands of years. The divine feminine energy has been suppressed. Women have been suppressed. They have been demeaned, sexual slavery, all different ways. That is leaving. That control, patriarchal control program, it's leaving. This energy coming in with Lionsgate is the shift of that. A lot of us have been working really hard on this planet, a lot of the divine feminine and the masculine, to assist with moving into this divine feminine energy and clearing things to allow this to come back on the planet, okay, to allow it to be alive again within you. One of the things I did, like all 2018, part of 2017, was working with the Sophia codes. They just come through me, and I've been anchoring them on the earth. I also did a lot with the Magdalene, because if you follow me and you know my Abba Wyman video, you understand why I work with the Magdalene and the Sisters of the Rose. Divine feminine energy for me has been my entire life. So this reconnecting to the primordial is the divine feminine within all of you, whether you're a man or a woman, because we have to balance. Again, I said before that August is going to be about the balancing of things. It's also the balance of the masculine and feminine within you, okay? For those that haven't done that yet, and not many have achieved that just yet, but the balance of the masculine and feminine, the mind, the sacred heart, and it activates the sacred voice, okay? And here we go. So what else this says is the basic concept of all that is prevalent in all beings in a circumference that is affecting the rotational value or origin of Earth's axis on a daily planetary cyclic rhythm for change. Okay, so I'm receiving what this means, and what this is actually in humanity. Remember, your thoughts create reality. Human consciousness, if we're all glued to our TVs and only focusing on the negative that they put on TV on purpose, we create that in the world. But if you walk away from your TV and you're constantly focusing on love energy, on kindness, on caring, on nurturing, what are we going to create in this world? What are we going to create in the consciousness that shifts the planet? Okay, that's the cyclic rhythm. We're breaking the old cyclic rhythm by walking away from the negativity, by walking away from that patriarchal control. We're done with it, okay? We're saying we're done with it. Now stand in your power and be done with it. Don't allow someone to control you anymore. Do not fall into the trap of the media, of the politics. It's all games to control your mind. It's the power of the mind. They know, okay? Then it says, there is only the highest regard in this transformation that will assist through this time period of 8/8/2019, that will collectively pull into one's heart a value or response to other soul beings in that which we all refer to as love. So this to me is saying that this is the collective pull into one's heart of value. Collectively, we're going to be connecting with each other. If you stay on the path and moving back into your heart, we're going to pull that higher heart elevation, that higher level of love. We're going to activate that here on the planet. We activate that in the crystalline grid and the earth grid. We activate that in Mother Earth, okay? The response to other soul beings means that heart connection frequency, the toroidal field, okay, we will connect to the heart. In the beginning that Earth has ever started, we did not speak. We connected with the heart. It was our CPU. We spoke through the heart and telepathic conversations. It's what we are going to do again. So it's really important to continue your process. I have heard and telepathically been talked to since I was such a small child. It was very hard to try and tell anyone in my family because I was raised Catholic. and to tell someone that, I was hearing all these voices all the time. And I knew a lot of them were angelic, so I could see them as well. But sometimes I actually saw beings. And I would go under my covers at night, or I would see things coming out of the closet. But I knew no one else saw them. And from being Catholic and being raised a certain way, I didn't say anything because they actually chastise you for seeing that stuff because they think it's evil. So I've seen these things my whole life, and so just everything is love, okay? And everything is created, and everything that we see has been a creation that we have done ourselves as well. So just remember that also everything is also a reflection of you. We're moving into love, okay? So response to other soul beings is also the other souls on earth. It's also those off of earth. So as above, so below. In the highest divine love and light in the spectrum of change, we categorize our work in this field as a magnetic pole that is a reflection of one's God self in their partner or in others that are partner-like in various forms of humans in one's life. So what that means to me is it's the pole and the reflection of one's God self. The pole for you to be who you truly are, because remember, as I said earlier, we are all God, Goddess. We are all source energy. That is God within you. You're a fragment, a little tiny piece of source. You're a tiny piece of God on earth in the likeness of the Mother and Father. In the likeness of God is how it's printed in form and in text and Bibles and stuff, but it's in the likeness of God, Goddess, because there is feminine and masculine always. Without both, we cannot have creation. So just the reflection of one's God self, also in your partner and others. So remember, you're going to start seeing that with your partner. For those of us that are more of the fifth dimensional, like Yeshaya and I are very fifth dimensional, and so we see the reflection of our God self in each other. And some of you in 4D, you're going to be seeing that. You're going to see that as you're moving through your ascension process. 3D, I'm going to say you don't see that at all, because the 3D is more of going to church, God's up in heaven, God's a man, all that stuff. So there's it's a change at every level. And the partner or others that are partner-like. So others that are partner-like are partners, as in could be like work partners, could be other kind of relationships, as in other forms of your daily life, other kind of partners that you might do spiritual work with, regular 3D job work with. That's what that means. Okay, so it says there is no wrong or right in this world, only learning and teaching, which surmounts to one's own ability to create their own decisions, respectively, for their soul's evolution and the evolution of the all. It is a generous way for Source to learn when one has already unselfishly decided to spend linear time upon the earth. So it's saying that there's not a wrong and right, okay? Because everything that we chose to do, and we chose to learn from it. It's learn and teach, teach and learn. As a spiritual teacher for me and a way shower, all my experiences I have shared with you, because it is about learning and teaching, teaching and learning. And a lot of experiences I've had since I was very young, learning about energy since I was a very young little girl, and with some things in my life that I won't say here, but learning about energy started way back then. And it's still, I am very open conduit, very sensitive to energy now at this point in my life, extremely sensitive. And I'll explain that in another video with Yeshaya, actually, because both him and I are so incredibly alike with our energy. It's kind of crazy. So this learning and teaching surmounts to one's ability to create their own decisions, respectively, for their soul's evolution. So what that is with each, as I said earlier, with each choice that you make in life, okay, respectively, it's for your soul's evolution, because we need to learn everything. We need to learn for our own selves what works for us, what keeps us in the heart, and what doesn't. So that's what that is about, and that's another thing that the activation's coming up for Lionsgate is what this is going to be part of this. And I feel like this is going to be a lot of that activation, people moving them further on their journey. And in love. Then it says, there are no misgivings, no disrespect, no judgments or rulings from Source. Source does not do that. Source is only love. Okay? The misgivings, the disrespect, judgments are all human ego. Okay? So look at yourself when you're being that way towards someone, or when someone's being that way towards you. Know that Source is only love. Source is God. Remember, Mother and Father God. Source is only love. Source does not judge. Source does not disrespect. There's so many things the Source does not do. So Source only knows love. Source only is love. It's divine love. It's that love and light. It's the pure Source love light. So when you're seeing those things in others, or they're coming at you from someone else, also remember that people stand as a mirror to you so that you can release things within yourself that you have not done yet. Okay? It says, we ask for the soul fragments, that will be us, to participate in a manner that is right for them in their human form, physical body, to activate further their DNA into a waking consciousness stream of reality. So waking up. This, therefore, is their blueprint activation that awakens all souls when they are ready. So it's part of waking. So if you've asked to be awakened now, this awakening is coming in August. Even some people, I want to say, that are partially awake, you're going to be waking deeper. Okay, it's coming. It is an honor and privilege to participate when one comprehends their relationship with the One, and the One is Source. We are one. We have always been, and eternally shall be. Okay. We've always been Source. We've come down here many lifetimes to learn things and to take that information back or send it back to Source. And it's been an honor and privilege to come here in human form, is what this is saying, to actually experience all these lessons. And we experience each lesson in love, okay? Whether you think it's bad or you think it's good, every experience is a lesson in love, because it shows us, as the previous paragraphs have said, it shows us whether you're in your heart or not. Okay? To prepare for the return of Lionsgate, one shall accumulate their heart frequency, maintaining it at an elevated level. So as I have posted before on some of my Instagram and Facebook, maintaining it at an elevated level. Do the mantras, do the chanting, sing light language if you do poetic verse. For some people, the higher heart frequency is just singing regular songs. Do whatever keeps you in your highest joy. For some people, it's actually physical activity. Do what you ever can to maintain that elevated level of love, and stay in that frequency, because it's very important for the shift. This, therefore, shall assist the soul's growth in numerous ways or values that collectively determine the point of origin's focus, to assist the soul in their work upon the planet at this time and beyond. So it's just saying that it's assisting you with your growth, okay, with your soul's growth in different ways. It's collectively determining for the point of origins that you came here for, the focus that you came here to work upon the planet. Because remember I said, everything is already planned. So each thing that you participate in is helping you with that. In deepest respect, divine love and grace, all are honored. So that I wrote way back. I actually channeled that a long time ago, in probably, I think, March. And I actually posted it on May 1st. And the time I finished, actually, it was 9/2/10/29 on my phone. So it was the codes of 1. It was 11111. Now that was what I wrote back then. Today I had an update, and here I'm just going to read this, okay? This is about a seismic wave of continuous activity arriving. Now this is for us, okay? And this is nothing, this is all from heart. This is all about the heart that's arriving, that the sensitive will be feeling over the next possible 10 Earth days, that is consistent with the changes needed to occur and the Lionsgate transitioning that will arrange a new paradigm for those willing to create their own new field or life of pattern in a higher heart. All is well. So there's more DNA activations coming in, and for each level, it's going to be different. Let me finish. It also says this is a higher level light quotient that will be existing within the earthly human bodies of those that are ready to accept this influx of light in a seismic proportion. So there's huge light, huge influxes of light coming in to activate and assist in the DNA. It also affects Gaia's field in ways that she knows exactly what to do as she expands her own light. So remember, everything that's happening to us is also happening to Gaia. Gaia first, and then us, because we have to be on that same frequency of Gaia to be able to be on this planet. So that's why all these changes that are going on are always for both. The change is for the purpose of the heart shift within thy human. Again, this is about the heart. I also had a meditation a little later. It showed me how we all receive codes, okay? So we all receive these light codes either through the sun or through the activations like someone like myself will do. DNA activations for you on these videos, or also private ones in sessions that are specific for you. So what I saw is how we all receive these codes. However, depending on your free will and level of light consciousness, we choose whether to allow them to activate within us. So to me, what that means is when you're ready, you're going to allow it to happen. If you're not ready and you're delivered these codes, it's just like the codes are like holding, in like a holding space, okay? And when you're ready, that I feel like the next influx of light that comes in will help activate them and with your awakening. Okay, so where you are in your awakening level. Why do I have the board? Me quiere corazón. Okay, showing different bodies for something. So anyways, that's information that I have. I'm going to keep going about Lionsgate, also about August. I'm seeing that there's a lot of people that are going to be, they're getting pushed to move away from, you're leaving the areas that you have known for a long time, but they've been holding you back from who you truly are. So a lot of you are going to be up and moving on, and or you're going to have people that are going to be joining you in your home or in your community that are going to be shifting and helping shift the change, because unity is big. We are here to work together. For a long time, a lot of us did things on our own as we were supposed to, as we were guided, but now it's about partnership. Now it's about the sacred partners coming together and doing a lot of this work together, but also creating unity and collaborating with others. And that's why, like, Yeshaya and I are bringing in, he represents Melchizedek, I represent the Magdalene. We are incorporating the two together with these workshops we're doing, because we're here to work in unity. We're here to bring in that harmony between the masculine and feminine balance. And so with the changes in home, it's the change in your community, it's a change in your home life. It's also the change within your heart, I feel. There's boundaries that are continuing to fall, continuing to break, like people that they place up walls and boundaries, you know, trying to push people away. It's time to start allowing the boundaries to fall. The same with all the stuff that's going on in the United States, the political stuff where they want to build a wall. That's like China Wall. I mean, come on. How old is that? And the wall they had in, what was that, in Germany? That I can't remember. Berlin or whatever. That was so long ago. I was a kid. And the wall coming down. Those walls were coming down. And now he wants to build a wall. So this is the stuff that has to change. The borders, the boundaries. When Earth started, it wasn't about separating people. There's no such thing as separation, because we are all the same. We are all one energy. We are all from the one. So we're here to reduce the boundaries and come together in unity. That's really, really big. We all have the magic within us, and everybody, I feel a lot of us are going to be delving deeper into the magic that we already have. You are the creators, okay? You are your own creator. You are source in this physical body. You can create whatever you want, okay? You have to believe. And that's the biggest piece that I think people forget. They're like, oh, I want to create this, I want to create that. But then they don't truly believe in their heart that they can do it or that it's going to happen. So if you don't believe, it's not going to happen. Okay? I, for one, kept believing, and I knew since I was young that there was this person that was talking to me every night, and I knew this man was coming. And I just knew it. And the last, I want to say, a year and a half, I was just like, I'm just going to live and allow things to happen, whatever's happening. I want to say last couple of years, I'm just going to allow myself to live. I'm not going to focus on this person that talks to me telepathically all the time, and I always feel them energetically. And when I did that, when I just allowed, he showed up. Took 37 years, but there he is. He is here. And it's magical. It's energetically crazy. And it was energetically crazy before I met him, but it's even more divine. It's very divine. And the sacred partners are coming together. If you're ready, okay, that's the thing. There's a lot of people looking for a partner in life. It doesn't happen until you're ready. So let go of the old to allow the new. Don't chase something also out of ego. Okay, that's really important. True love. True love, I see huge in August. True love's coming back. And a lot of that is with the sacred partner, but also the true love of yourself. Okay? Loving yourself. Self-love is key in this ascension process. It's one of the first things you do. That healing of the first phase of ascension moves you through that, and that's where you learn to love yourself. And that's really, really important. But true love, sacred love, has been coming back in partnerships, and it is really big for Lionsgate. There's some activation codes I've seen coming in. I've been actually seeing the light codes coming in. I was talking to my soul sister Helen Quayle. Some of you may know her. She is from Scotland. She's done a lot of beautiful work. I was talking to her, I was messaging her. I'm like, I'm seeing light codes coming in. She was like giggly. We just see what's coming. We all see things differently, but yeah, I shared that with her. So there's a lot coming. Whiteboard. Okay, what am I doing here? I think I'm actually going to take the diamond off. It's so pretty. You can't see the little flowers, but they look like little roses. I'll take that off. The diamond. Oh, well, maybe it doesn't want to come off. Yeah, so, well, Yes, I won't take it off. I'm going to move this a little bit. This is Lionsgate. So, Lionsgate 2019, what's coming? All those things I just said, okay? Everything. The heart activation, the sacred heart activation with the diamond codes. And I can just put like a diamond here over it, okay? The diamond codes into the heart. You are this diamond, the light. It's that frequency of love. It's the light that you are, because we are the stars. And like I said, we've gone through the crystalline process. For those of you that have activated the union within you and you've started that crystalline process, you see the crystals in your skin. You've seen my videos with the crystals in my skin. They're all over my body. I was sitting there the other day. I was just looking at them, blue and green and pink and white and gold, just beautiful. It's what we are. That's also the colors of the rainbow bridge, that sunshine rainbow bridge as well. So if you haven't seen them yet, don't worry, they're coming, as long as you're focusing on your ascension process. So there's a lot going on. I want to say this is so important. Please watch that video that I did back in March about following your heart. It's so important, because this is where all your answers lie. Follow your heart, okay? I'm going to write that down. That video, I think it has a white rose on the front of it. This is so important for this activation that is occurring. This holds all the answers to everything you need to know. And it's within our DNA. Our DNA holds like all of our information from past lifetimes, but the heart activation is helping you to go through the purification within you. And that diamond heart light frequency is that higher elevated level that's coming in for Lionsgate. It's going to be very powerful. I talked about in my Lionsgate article for the ad that I put out there, because I'm doing with Yeshaya, we are doing a Lionsgate on Mount Shasta. We're doing a workshop and an event there. And I actually talked about, I listed in there that I was going to be connecting with the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, that I had been given the download that I would be connecting with them and channeling that information on that day. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. He is a divine yoga teacher, so he'll be doing divine yoga, but we're to clear your channel and some of those other things, and then we'll be doing that, and then we'll be going out onto the mountain on 8/8. Very important. If you can, at 8:08 a.m., get out there and receive the codes, or 8:08 p.m. You can do it both times. You can do it one time. So we are going to be doing stuff during the day, and then out on that mountain by 8:08 p.m. to have those activating codes coming in. But follow your heart, and again, anything that I say in this video that doesn't resonate with you, let it go. I have that at the end of all my videos. If it does not resonate, I always say take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's at the end of all my videos when the credits run through. It's really, really important, okay? Stay here, stay focused here. Do not go in that false identity ego. Okay, I need to do some activations really quick. I'm not sure what else I'm doing on here. I think that's going to be for another video. Okay, so again, whenever I do this, I want you to focus on the heart. You can put your hands, palms up, because that's receiving, okay, on your lap, and focus on your heart, because the first thing I always do with love intentions is to touch your heart, open your heart. You'll feel something most people feel when I do this stuff. So I'm going to be doing this, bring this through DNA activations. It comes from my high heart to your high heart, and it's always in the highest and purest source love light. This is going to be to assist with August and the activations, and also the downloads that are going to be coming for a lot of you. It's going to ease them a little more for you for the August energy, and prepping you some more for Lionsgate. Just like that video I did with Yeshaya was prepping people for Lionsgate. Go back and watch it. It is powerful. Mokyontumam santationam hanai ontiona kanasiana maya shantamaya. Mekere karasanto korosukutune mekinta naha una karasanta shiata yakunta manate si katora kumane nasu shasiante gertana moyente hahi kianta u korsunto korunta noshianta moya. The symbol is not only Pleiadian, it also means creation. So for the month of August, continue to focus on what you want to create. Nekirete de que se shia shumu una makoe atini mikianta nanaka titi miana adokuru sukoto remember those are activations when you hear those little pings and codes come in. For those of you that are new listening, it's nothing to be afraid of. Remember angelic frequency. And galactic. I feel healing energy coming in because I'm getting really hot. So if you want to accept this healing, all you do is say, accept this healing from Keleena. Feeling heart activity right now. Nakorakodon secreteni kiresukutura shkutamaku nekarate kiki ukwa nakare sekutura shintikarna sakaden nikaratura nana morintenya ya ukunjuri kursukuntu shuma pakorene motura sasha. I'm hot. Okay, so those are your codes. There's like little extra codes leading up to Lionsgate. There will be more coming in on Lionsgate. Remember, it comes through the sun, the great central sun, our sun. There's many suns that lead up before that. People think there's only one sun, but there's not. There's so many. I also want to I was like, oh, there's like shiny stuff in my hair. I'm going the wrong side, but it's my candles in the background. I was like, oh, I'm shining. Nope, I'm not. Well, maybe. So anyways, Lionsgate 2019, Diamond Light, the Sacred Heart, the Heart Light activation. It's also activating through the pineal as well. Very important. That's the union within. The union is coming back within you so that you can have a union outside of yourself. The whole process of ascension is to get to this union within you, to become that Christ self that you are, to find your God self that you are. Remember, that's who you are. We all activate that within us, and through these diamond light Christed codes is what's coming through for me to call them. You're going to move further in your process. This is a diamond light coded activation code to expand the light within you. Okay, this is just coming through. Please, when you're outside in nature, be in nature as much as you can, allow the activation to occur. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. This is all good. This is for the best. This is what you came here for. You came here to assist with this. You came here to see this. You came here to be it and experience it. Don't hide from it. Come out of the closet. For those of you that have been hiding, we're moving into who we truly are, which is true love. You are the divine love of Source. Remember, you are love. Because Mother God, Father God is only Source energy of love. And love is the only thing that truly exists. That's what you are. You are energy created into form. You're this big, walking, beautiful creature of love, but you've just forgotten. It's time to go back. It's time to move back in your heart. It's time to find the love within yourself for yourself. and to share that love with others. Okay? It's time. Let's create, let's unify in grace, in love, in faith, in hope. It's all happening, it's all coming. Your freedom is here, and your freedom lies within your heart. The way to your freedom is through your sacred heart. I've written about that, I've talked about that. This is your freedom. If you choose to stay in the false created ego, that ego, I'm going to draw this really quick for the newbies. The ego, okay, is like an onion. So I'm just going to go right over this. You're a person here, okay? You're a person, you're an angel. But outside of you, from the time you're growing up, you have this fake ego, the false identity ego, or the created ego that I always talk about. You go back to my older videos with the things, I explain it in the whiteboards. And then each time someone tells you you can do something or you can't do something or something's not true, it starts to put a layer on you. And you start to believe that. And then you get another layer in that ego. And what happens is you have these layers all over your body and layers of conditioning and programming and more layers on you and more layers because you start to believe what others are telling you. You start to believe, and the programming and conditioning starts when you're a child. It starts about 6 or 7 when you stop believing in what you've been seeing. Many children see angels. Many children can see the other realms. Many children have hearing abilities, have the sight ability. They have those abilities. I've had them. I've always had them. They're just much stronger now. But if you shut your child down and tell them they can't see things, or they're this, or they're that, or they're, especially through traumas, especially through parents that are not, they're kind of negative because they've been programmed, you continue to create these layers on your child. The strength of the child, if the child is strong enough, and the child is here, and a lot of these children are awake now, if they're strong enough to know that these things aren't real, they won't allow the layering. But unfortunately, many children, this is created on them. This is that false identity ego when people program you and condition you. This is what these codes and Lionsgate are coming in to activate the heart, to bring in these codes, to wake the people in 3D, to start removing these layers, okay? To assist the people in 4D, to continue removing these layers. And also for those in 5D to elevate. There's those of us in 5D that we work much higher than that. We work 60, 70, 8D. A lot of the work we do is in that. And I'm not saying it to boast it. I'm just saying it so that you understand that we're here to help you, okay? So those in 5D, you're going to be elevating and you're going to be doing even more things than you already are. There's going to be code activations within each person that are going to be selected at the levels that you need. They're going to be received at the levels you need, not selected, thank you. They're going to be received at the levels that you need or that are required for your ascension process. And this coding is coming at this precise time for Lionsgate, and it will continue to activate for a few more days afterwards. And there's planets going, okay, te quedas to show me the planets that are in retro coming forward. Things are moving forward, things are changing. Remember, July was a month to slow you down in retrograde with a lot of planets in retrograde, so that you stop and think from the heart about the things that you want in life, the things you don't want. August, you're moving forward. These codes are going to activate the moving forward to your freedom. And your freedom is the choices that you make on what you want to create in your life, living from your heart, okay? Following your heart, living from your heart, creating all that you wish to be, see, do, and know. This is your choice. If you don't want to do this, you can stay in 3D and you can live life in the material world. It's completely up to you. But for those of us that came for the change, you will feel it. Those that are sensitive, I said, are going to feel it even more extremely than the others. So here we go. There are some big changes coming for Lionsgate. Look forward to it. The connection to the primordial heart, which is the divine feminine energy, is going to be huge on Lionsgate. 8/8. On 8/8, oh, it's right here. On 8/8 at 8:08 a.m. or p.m. is when those codes are coming in. So be ready. If you can be in meditation to receive them, if you can be outside on the land, on Mother Earth, connected to her, receive them. All you have to do is say accept and receive the codes of Lionsgate and allow them to come in and start activating you. Some people will not feel things. It just depends on where you are in your process, and others are going to really feel it. It's all good, and the change is coming. We're getting ready for 2020. 2020 is going to be huge. I love you all. I hope that you all have a wonderful Lionsgate. If you wish to come to that event on Mount Shasta, it is on my website, www.keleenamelnar.com. Yeshaya and I will be doing that together, and we'll be having Helen may be joining us. I feel she'll be joining us on 8/8 and possibly 8/9. On possibly one other person, lovely soul, maybe joining us as well for a surprise. Then also in September, I am doing the Sacred Partnership Workshop and event in Niagara Falls, New York. So again, I'm with my sacred partner, manifested, heard him my whole life. He's here now. We have found each other. So I will be there with Marla Kelly, with Robin Angie, and Debbie Dubois. That is coming up. It is also on my website if you would like to join that. Go ahead. I also have the Sisters of Rose will be coming in October. That is not on my website yet, but it will be coming in October. I will be holding that in Sedona once again. Sedona was very popular, and it was requested Sedona again. So yes, that will be coming. And Yeshaya will be with me for all of the events. We're working together as a team now, Sacred Partners. We know what we're here for, and we're here to help activate others with DNA coding, activate people with light language. We both activate people to speak light language, and we both activated all the Sisters of the Rose that came to the last event. There was 2 people that only did not get activated, so it was huge. So just know that everything's happening. Everything is for the good. Everything is for the change of humanity, for yourself, moving forward in your soul's growth, expansion, your process, and also seeing the changes that are occurring here on Earth to better humanity and come together in unity, in love and light. That's what we are. That's what we always have been. I love you eternally. I am grateful for all of you. I thank you to those who are signing up for sessions. And if my work and healing work that I've been giving for free for a long time now has made a change in your life, because I've heard from a lot of you that said you've changed my life, and a donation is appreciated because a lot of the work that I do is free. Okay, so I thank you, I love you, and I will see you in September. Bye-bye. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life.